Hey everyone. So I've been meaning to try something a little different with my videos. And I thought with the new year, it'd be a good chance to try it out and see how it works out. The basic idea is instead of just playing the arrangements, we could listen to the song together. And that way I could kind of show you through the process, the kind of stuff I'm thinking, how I'm going to play it on guitar. And that way show you a little behind the scenes look of how these arrangements come together. If you don't care about any of that, you can just jump to the end of the video where I perform the actual song. I thought it'd be a cool way to kind of bring you guys into the process a bit. And also I think it'll be a chance to maybe play some stuff that I usually don't play. I'll do a few of these, see how it goes, and depending on your feedback and the views I get, we'll see what happens. In the meantime, if you like this, if you think it's a cool idea, let me know, comment, leave a like, all that stuff, and we'll see where this goes. Okay, so today we're doing Rosemary by Deftones. Now, I'm a bit embarrassed in admitting that I hadn't heard this song till just a few months ago. Deftones are a band that I've always liked. There's some songs of theirs that I definitely love, but I can't say I'm like a huge Deftones fan. So I followed them for the first couple of albums, especially White Pony, like a lot of people. And then after that, they weren't really on my radar. So I kind of lost track of what they were doing. And now I'm kind of catching up and listening to all those albums that came out like after 2000. But this song in particular, I heard it a few months ago. I remember I just like woke up one morning, felt like listening to Deftones, put the This Is Deftones playlist on Spotify, and this is the first song that came on, and it just like blew my mind. And shortly after that, I just kind of messed around with it on guitar, and I have to do this. Now, I've already worked out most of the arrangement for the song. I even played it on my live streams a couple times. Still a few details I haven't totally decided on, but let's listen to it anyways, and I'll show you the kind of stuff that I think about while I listen and how I can approach it on guitar. All right, let's get started. First thought that comes to my mind is at least the intro, and a lot of parts in the song aren't going to work with just a natural acoustic sound. We're going to need some effects, some delay, some reverb, because there's just a lot of space, these long drawn out notes, and just playing, like kind of doesn't really capture the mood, if you know what I mean. So we'll definitely add some delay in the mix, but for now we're just playing like this. Oh, the other thing, tuning. This song is in C minor, so the most obvious choice is the C minor tuning I always use. So we're starting with that. Most of the time it works, sometimes it doesn't, but in this case it did. I love when that bass comes in. I love that, that bass has kind of this distortion that comes in and out. I think in the mix I might add a little of distortion there, just to add a little bit of dirt during this part. The other thing while I'm working on these songs that I think about a lot is how am I going to play it? Finger style, thumb pick, regular pick. This song is kind of in between regular pick and thumb pick. I definitely need some kind of pick for the heavier stuff. But since we got these melodies and, you could play that. I mean, I could also play it with a pick. Well, you can play with this one. You know, not play it so cleanly as fingerstyle, you know, but you can still get away with it. But since, especially at the beginning where we had that bass going, I think I definitely need to be able to finger pick on this one. So we're going with a thumb pick. One issue I have with doing Deftones songs in particular is that they always have these, well, not always, but you know, they have this shoegazy, trippy vibe with these long notes. Chino likes to sing like these long held out notes, and it sounds awesome, but on acoustic guitar, it's kind of hard to replicate. On the guitar, you play one note, it doesn't last that long. So kind of to replicate that, originally I was playing it kind of like this. But instead of that, thanks to the open tuning, I can play a lot of those notes with the open strings. So we can go, wait, how'd I go? I still have to practice that part. But yeah, playing with the open strings, it kind of helps, you know, it adds some vibe to it. The notes blend together. And that plus the delay, all add to it in the mix, should work pretty nicely. All right, let's keep listening.
There's no sound but the engine's drum.
If you'll notice, in this part, I'm not really playing the guitar. I'm just playing bass and vocals. I think in that part, the vocals and the guitar are kind of in the same range and, you know, clashing. I don't want to say clashing because it sounds like it's a bad thing, but they're both in the same range, playing around the same notes. So it's really hard to play both of them and keep a certain independence between the two. So I opted just to play the vocals, which is the most important part, and that bass, which is the foundation of everything, you know. We're building the groove, so the bass is really important. Getting excited. A little kick drum here. Another thing to, you know, keep in mind with the song is that I think he's using an 8th string on this song. So he goes really low, and when he does these little, he's actually playing an octave lower. So to kind of recreate that, I'm doing the octaves. So we go. And this is my favorite part in the song. This little pre-chorus or whatever it is just perfect. Now I'm actually simplifying the guitar part a lot because I'm focusing on the melody. You know, he's doing these slides and stuff. I really want to capture that phrasing. So instead of recreating all the stuff the guitar's doing, well, it's not a lot of stuff, but he's basically keeping that riff going. I'm just droning on the open C. Oops. And then just go up to here. And then back to the verse. So here, I'm kind of doing the opposite. And now I'm actually playing the guitar part, or what I can, in between the vocal melody. So it's, so, no, how do you go? And with a pick. So in this part, I'm just playing the vocal because the guitar plays. I don't remember exactly what the guitar does here, but it kind of clashed with the vocals. So I'm just doing. All right, epic shoegazy chorus. I had a lot of difficulty with this part. I mean, not technically, it's actually pretty simple, but you know, again, these long notes, just holding these chords for a long time. Gets a little monotonous after a while without all the big, huge sounds. So after a lot of struggling with that, I opted for actually bringing down the volume. So instead of, you know, full on bashing the chords, I just play it softly. And then play with accents in the rhythm to make it a little more interesting. Okay. These are the kind of things that I fight with because I listen to that and it sounds so amazing. I want to do everything, you know. I even want to play that little feedback that comes in the middle. But you know, there's only so much you can do. But this part is actually pretty straightforward. One of the things that I like to think about a lot. And it's not something, at least I haven't seen too many people talking about it, is that when you're strumming, you're essentially playing a drum groove. You're playing the beat, you know, even if you're not literally playing percussive stuff. When you're strumming, it's also percussive. So I always try to capture the groove that the drums are playing when I'm strumming. And in this part where it's, you know, a really simple riff, I'm kind of thinking about what the drums are playing and try to recreate that. Not exactly, but try to recreate the vibe that the drums bring with strumming. All right, let's keep going.
Slow down as the engine stall. Our eyes catch sail. It's
That's basically like the beginning, but instead of the bass part, I'm playing the guitar part. And again, where I can, it doesn't clash with the vocals. And obviously a lot of delay. And then that last part. Here also it's kind of Chino's, you know, yelling or singing, you know, with intensity while the soft stuff is going on in the background. And on the acoustic guitar, you can't really do that. You know, it's not like an electric guitar where I can turn on the distortion and play, you know. So I'm not sure what to do there yet. I'm kind of doing it with the octaves to give it a little push. But then, I don't know, it sounds kind of weird. I might just have to come in heavy right away. Something like that. All right. Got the idea of maybe also adding, I mean, maybe I'm using a little too many effects, but maybe add some like univibe, like some vibrato or tremolo or something in that part, just to add some movement. We'll see. What I usually do is I record the song acoustically, and then in the mix I experiment with effects. And once, you know, I get it how I want it to sound, then later I worry about recreating it live. So we'll see how it goes. All right, here we go back to the 8-string problem. He's playing that an octave below what I'm tuned to. So these are the notes, but he's playing it, well, I can't play here. So I'm not sure what to do here. I've tried out different things. I mean, definitely have to shorten it because they play this for a long time. And without all the instruments, it's kind of boring. Especially I'm playing it an octave higher. Doesn't sound that heavy. So what I think I'm going to do is just play these power chords. And do it only once because, I mean, they repeat it a good couple of times. Maybe I was thinking, again, back to the effects, I was thinking of adding an octave or something to add some weight to it, but I'm not sure. And also they do this rhythmic thing. I think they repeat the phrase 8 times and then they repeat it again right away. So it's like that. I think they do it 7 times and then the eighth time they do it twice. And then they repeat that whole cycle. So I think I'm just gonna do it that one time and that's it. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do the outro. I don't think it's really necessary. I haven't even figured out the notes. Huh. Ooh, that's gonna be impossible to play here. Can't really play with this tuning apparently. Alright, yeah, we're definitely not playing the ending. Well, that's it. Hope you found it interesting. If you'd like me to do more videos like this, let me know in the comments. Tell me what songs you'd like me to do, and we'll take it from there. If you like what I do and you'd like to support the channel, consider joining my Patreon. You get access to tutorials, playthroughs, 50% discount on tabs, and other cool stuff. And you can join me for my live streams every Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. I've been doing it for about 2 years already, and we got a great little community going on. It's really fun. So stop by if you haven't already. All right, and that's it. Hope you like the arrangement, and see you next time. Bye.